welcome back to our unboxing of Great Western Trail, Argentina. I have not played this game yet. I am very much looking forward to it because I am a fan of Great Western Trail in general, but I've only played the Great Western Trail 2nd edition, the main game, and not any of these sequels. So, Great Western Trail is currently a trilogy, and this is the one that I'm excited to start playing next. So this is Great Western Trail Argentina. It's for 1 to 4 players. And as we open this lid, we see inside the box we have a rule book. It is a thick rule book with lots of details, and it is 20 pages long. Then there are solo rules for Way of a Gaucho, Solo Adventures in Argentina. It's a 4-page spread. There's an appendix that tells us about all of the buildings, the private buildings, the actions, and the neutral buildings. Next, we have our game board. And here we have our player boards. There are 4 of them. Looks like we have white, yellow, blue, and red. Other than that, these are the same. They're just differentiated by color. Next, we have this for the workers. Let's see what they call this board. They call this Pedro's board. This is for the solo mode. Okay, so this is for the solo mode specifically. And okay. I was thinking we were missing a lot of components. So underneath the insert was punch boards. So it looks like we have 7 punch boards here that we'll look at in a minute. For now, we'll put the insert back down into the box. So we have the player boards, we have the Pedro's board for the solo. We have these bags. These 3 bags are for the A, B, and C, so that tiles enter the game in a specific random order. It looks like we have little hats. These hats are our player pieces, and they really are little hats here to move around the board with. Okay, we have some wooden pieces here. It says that there are 4 engines per player. So we have little wooden engines in each color. And we have a rancher in each color. Oh, the ranchers wear the hats. Okay, cute. They're 1 per player, not in player colors. So the ranchers are different colors. For instance, this one's purple and it can wear any of the hats. Okay. There's also 72 player discs, 18 per player, and 8 markets for grain and 8 markers for grains and certificates. So these are the 72 player discs. They are just little wooden circles of all the different colors. And the markers for the grains and certificates are the squares that are in the box with the trains and the people. Okay, then we also have the decks of cards here. So these should represent all of the cards that we need for the game, which is 92 cattle cards, which is 56 player cattle cards and 36 market cattle cards. It also looks like the solo mode has 12 loading cards and 15 Pedro's cards. So the player cattle cards are the numbers 1 and 2. There's 4 different cattle here. We have this Niata and this Patagonico and Fronterizo and Holando Argentino. And then we have the market cattle cards. We have Blanco Oreji Negro. We have, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right at all. We have Chaqueño, Serrano, Franquero, and Aberdeen Angus. And so all of these market cattle cards have this back, and so do the player cattle cards. They all have the same back here. We have another deck here going on. Oh, it looks like there are more cards down here in the rules too. Okay, so more Aberdeen Angus. We also have the Karagu is the other one, or Karaku. Karaku is the other cattle for the market. These cards are objective cards for the game. So these are all objective cards here. They have the same back, it looks like. Yeah, they have the same back, but they're very different on the front. These look familiar if you've played any Great Western Trail game. And then it says 25 exhaustion cards. That would be these. And then these are the 15 Pedro's cards for the solo mode and the 12 loading cards for the solo mode. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these cards back. Okay. We also have a scoring pad here. It's single-sided pages on a pad. And it looks like that's all that we have loose before the punch boards and the game board. So in this punch boards here, it looks like we have some small things to punch and some very big things to punch. So there are 3 city maps. This is one of them. It says Rotterdam. There are 18 ship tiles. It looks like 6 of them are on this punch board. There are 82 coins, 57 that are silver coins with a value of 1 peso here, and 25 gold coins with a value of 5 pesos. These are exchange tokens. And this is one of the 3 cover tiles. So if we go ahead and open up these punch boards here, on the next punch board we have the same. We have more ships, another city, and the same with the third one here. Then on the fourth one, we have our worker tiles. We have 19 each of our gaucho, herder, our carpintero, I don't know how to pronounce it, and our maquinista, machinist. Then we have farmers. These are all farmers, green, blue, and orange farmers here. And we have, these are station master tiles here. These are the 5 player count tiles. These are double-sided. Okay. And then here we have more money, but you can see the 5 coins. And then this is one of our building tiles. This is our solo specialization tile, it says. Then over on this sheet, we have more of our building tiles, and we have more coins. And this is the single player Pedro's Cattle Market tile. And this is the job market token. And then on our last punch out sheet, we have the rest of our building tiles and the rest of our gold coins. So now I'm going to go ahead and punch these out. Now, in order to repack these, it's my understanding that in most games we are going to have all of our workers in our A, B, and C bags. So I am going to go ahead and sort these into their proper bags and store them in these bags. You can see that they are marked on the back. So we've got our, like these tokens say B on the back. The farmers have a letter that is smaller on the back, but it still says A, B, and C. So I should be able to sort these. Okay, so looking at the box here, it appears that these bags go here, which it said. We also, let me get all of the recycling pieces out of the way. It looks like we also have our long piece can go down in here. It looks like the 3 compass pieces go right here. And it looks like these pieces probably go right here. We have symbols here that say 8 and 12, so that would be for the 12 exchange tokens, I believe, and probably the 8 station master tiles, yes. Okay, so our exchange tokens, I can get them all straightened up here. I think the coins go in these 3 lines here. The only thing that makes sense anyway. Although it'd probably be easier to just store these in a small container instead. I don't know how well these are going to stay in their places as soon as I start moving things around. We have all these ships here and all of these here. Let's see. These want to go here. These hats go over. I wonder if we can stack all of these in here. Okay, so the building tiles all fit in this section right by itself. And these are going to be too tall going this way, I think. I wonder if they fit this way. Yes, they do. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so those all fit down in there. So then if all these pieces can fit there, we would be good, but I don't think they really do. The score sheet will fit down here right on top of the compasses. We have our cities here. They don't quite lay flat anywhere. Maybe if I rearrange a little bit, they will. There we go. So if I just rearrange the baggies a little bit to make a fairly flat layer here, then we can put these boards back in. And then we just have the actual game board to go in with all the rules. So let's take a look at the game board since we haven't looked at the game board here yet. So the game board opens up in fourths. It is 4 times the size of the box. And here it is. It's pretty similar to the original Great Western Trail board. It has all of the little reminders for all of the things around the board so that once you get used to the rules, you can just follow these for your reminders instead of having to have a reminder card or anything like that. And there we go. So putting this back in the board, in the box, we do need to turn these player boards this direction so that they sort of go down a little bit into the tray so that then we can actually fit the board on top here. And then I left this piece out. So see, this piece probably should go over here with the coins and all, so I'll tuck it down in there. Put these back in and the board. And we have our rules, our appendix, and our solo rules. And we can put the lid back on. Thank you for joining me today for this unboxing and reboxing of Great Western Trail Argentina. I am extremely excited to be playing this game, especially because I'm looking forward to Great Western Trail El Paso coming out in a couple weeks. And so I need to play all the other games to remind myself why I fell in love with the second edition of Great Western Trail in the first place. And please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and please come back and join us for more videos. Thanks.